Now let's talk about the single linked list. So how the shape of single linked list or structure how of single linked list will be is of this kind. So this is called as a node. It will be having two components. First component is known as a data component, and the next is known as a next or link pointer. So these are the two components which will be having. So linked list is summation of some nodes. So this is one node, this is one node, so node. So this is the node 1, this is the node 2, this is the node 3. Node 1, let's say the information we have, data we have is 10, and for node 2 we have 20, and node 3 we have 30. The address of this node 1 is, let's say, 101. The address of this node 2 is 102, and the address of this node 3 is, let's say, 103. So how they are connected will be in this fashion. So what is this next pointer? So data means, so the data in that node will be stored here. So what is next pointer? Next pointer, what it means? It basically stores address of next following node in a linked list. Okay. So what is the address of next following node is 102. So it will be storing 102, and it will be storing 103, as 103 is the address of the next following node, that is node 3. Here the last node will be having it as null because there are no any further nodes. So this is how the linked list look like. Okay, we have understand the structure of it. So how the nodes are connected and what are the components of the single linked list, or what are the components of each node. Then now let us see how. So this is the structure of a node, right? This is the structure of node. So we are seeing it as diagrammatically. How we can assume it by programmatically. So for this we will be using the concept of struct. Let's say I will name this structure as node, struct node. So it is having two components, one is data and other is next. So data is of type, data type of data is int, and this is data, this is next. So for next, what is the data type? So we need to understand it carefully. So for the next, what it is doing, it is going or pointing towards the next node. So the data type of this next is the data type of structure itself. So struct node star next. So why we call it as a self-referential pointer. So this is the self-referential pointer. Next is the self-referential pointer. And also there is another thing which we need to understand here. So always the first node is called as the head. So that is here the node 1 is the head, and the last node is always called as the tail node. In this situation, node 3 is the tail. So initially in a linked list there will be no nodes. We need to create the nodes, right? So initially, so for that purpose we will be initializing the head and tail to null. Struct node star head as null we will be assigning. In the same way, struct node star tail also will be assigning it as null. So this is the broad structure of the node.